Yeah, so I was telling you about the era of one party dominance, in which today I will talk about emergence of opposition parties. Emergence of opposition parties. But before I start now emergence of opposition parties, I want to recapitulate जो मैंने किया था when on the Friday itself, right? So I want to just recapitulate so that it should be fresh up in your mind and you can be attentive whatever I'm doing now at present. My last paragraph of is the previous one. Yeah, last paragraph of previous one was most of the states. Yeah, I enlarge the screen. Most of the state units of the Congress were made up of numerous factions. कांग्रेस के बहुत सारे हिस्से थे but they all were all Congress. Maybe their decisions were not and they were not equal with one to another one. हो सकता है उनमें कुछ differences हो जो भी factions होते थे but they were from one tree. That tree was name was Congress. The factions took different ideological position. उनकी ideology different थी but making the Congress appear as a grand centrist party. लेकिन इससे क्या होता था सारे के सारे कांग्रेस से ही जुड़े हुए थे and that party was a centrist party and grand centrist party. सबसे बड़ी centrist party थी बहुत बड़ी कांग्रेस पार्टी बन चुकी थी because Congress was having a root from 1800 onwards. Right. And let me tell you one thing, some Britishers were also involved in Congress, in the dominance of the Congress. So Congress was the root of the Congress was very strong. उनकी जड़ें जो थी बहुत बहुत ताकतवर थी. The other parties primarily attempted to influence these factions. Sorry. दूसरी पार्टीज उनको फैक्शंस को इन्फ्लुएंस करने की कोशिश करती थी. राइट किसको कांग्रेस को making from the margins. They were far removed from the actual exercise of authority. They were not alternative to the ruling party. वो जो दूसरे पार्टी थे वो बहुत दूर थे उनसे. But they used to try to influence the Congress party and their factions. They tried to influence those parties. Instead, they contained, persuaded, and criticized, censored, and influenced the Congress. The system of factions functioned as balancing mechanism within the ruling party. ये जो faction था ना ये ruling party के अंदर balance का काम करता था. Because कुछ parties जो थी कुछ जो state parties थी local parties थी they were the Congress party but the ideology was different. What they used to do तो वो basically जो main Congress party थी उसके dominance को रोकती थी within the party, not outside the party. Outside the party में तो Congress party was dominant party. But inside me, for example, Nehru, other people party, they were not, they have to discuss with the factions. उनको factions से discuss करना पड़ता था because these factions was also the challenge for the dominance of the Congress party. But the party, they belongs to Congress party. जो उनसे जुड़े हुए भी नहीं थे वो भी कांग्रेस के अंदर जुड़े हुए थे बट बेसिकली कांग्रेस पार्टी उन दूसरे जो नेता लोग हैं जिनके जिनके आइडियोलॉजी डिफरेंट थे उनसे वो कंसल्ट करते थे. पॉलिटिकल कंपटीशन देयरफॉर टुक प्लेस. नाउ यहाँ से पॉलिटिकल कंपटीशन शुरू हुआ विद इन द कांग्रेस. मैंने अभी आपको कहा कांग्रेस के अंदर भी कुछ लोग कांग्रेस से इतने संतुष्ट थे. दे वर नॉट सो हैप्पी बट दे वर फ्रॉम द कांग्रेस. तो इससे क्या हुआ therefore competition political competition शुरू होगा किसमें कांग्रेस पार्टी के अंदर. In that sense, in the first decade of electoral competition, the Congress acted both as ruling party as well as opposition party. तो कांग्रेस में क्या हुआ वो रूलिंग पार्टी भी थी और अपोजिशन पार्टी. How the ruling party you are I think you well understand that what is the meaning of ruling party. The party who is ruling that is the ruling party because that is the majority system, isn't so? So जो ऑपोजिशन में थी वो भी पार्टी से जुड़ी हुई. That is why this period of Indian politics has been described as a Congress system. इस पीरियड को लोग क्या कहते हैं कांग्रेस सिस्टम कहा जाता है. कांग्रेस सिस्टम बेसिकली लोगों के साथ जुड़ी हुई थी. A big party, a rooted party, but some people were not with having the same ideology as the Congress, but they were, attached to the Congress party. That's the reason they used to describe that was the Congress. So this was the part. Now, this part is emergence of opposition party. Emergence of अब opposition party का सबसे बड़ा रोल क्या है? सबसे बड़ा रोल opposition party का क्या हो सकता है? सोचो, सबसे बड़ा रोल opposition party का ये हो सकता है कि basically सीधी सारी हिंदी भाषा में pull the leg so that it should not be a dominant party. Right? Suppose there is a no opposition, then the ruling party will be autocratic party. Ruling party will be autocratic party. So for example, I'm telling you, whatever the BJP is doing, good or bad, that is another issue. Opposition party always pulls the leg. चाहे वो सीपीआई हो, चाहे कांग्रेस हो, चाहे तृणमूल कांग्रेस हो, चाहे आप हो, कुछ कोई भी हो, they used to pull them. Why? So that the ruling party should be attentive according to its work. काम कौन सा करना है, कौन सा प्रायोरिटी है, उसको सबसे पहले देख के काम करना. Otherwise, if there is no opposition, right, who will criticize you? No one is there. So criticism should be there. Criticism makes it perfect. Right? Let's continue. As we have noted above, here it is. Now, before I continue, I want to do one cartoon with you. Tug of war is a cartoonist impression of the relative strength of the opposition. Just give me 1 second. Right? Cartoonist impression of the relative strength of the opposition and the government sitting on the tree are Nehru. One is Nehru, first is Nehru, then A.K. Gopalan, Acharya Kripalani, N.C. Chatterjee, Shrikant Nair, and Sardar Hukum Singh. 1, 2, all. They were the people of the opposition parties and they were the people of the Congress party. This is one tree. इस tree को जो कौन खींच रहे हैं, opposition party खींच रही है. ऊपर ruling party बैठी हुई है. सबसे पहले नेहरू बैठे हुए हैं. Then last में हुकम सिंह बैठे हुए हैं. One is Hukum Singh also. Right? One Hukum Singh. Yeah. So from Nehru, these were the all people ruling party. In the tug of war, the people were fetching the rope. They were the opposition, a grand opposition. They want to pull them out, pull them down. So they were sitting on the tree. So this is the role of opposition. उनको उसे खींचना. Whatever they are doing the job, we have to criticize it. The role of opposition. And let me tell you one thing. The role of opposition in democracy is very big, Democracy has its own strength in the opposition party. Democracy के अंदर opposition का होना बहुत 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 जरूरी है. जैसे for as it is that the ruling party is very important because it has to rule the country. And same way, opposition party is also very important so that ruling party always do the work. They should be always ready that with this sentence that if they don't do the work, opposition party will take over. So opposition party का होना बहुत जरूरी है. As we have noted above, it is not that India did not have opposition parties during this period. While discussing the result of election, we have already come across the names of the many parties over the Congress. ये जरूरी नहीं है कि Congress party was a dominant party and they don't have opposition. First of all, CPI was opposition. And Congress itself has opposition in the parties. They are de facto, they were the de factos and but they were united. The main thing is they were the united, and the Congress, even then India had a large number of diverse and vibrant opposition, diverse and vibrant opposition party. Means opposition party was very strong from the day one. Opposition party पहले दिन से ही बहुत strong, right? Then the majority of other multi-party democracies. Some of those had came into being even before the first general elections of 1950. 1952 से ही opposition party it was ready to move. Some of these parties played an important part in the politics of the country in the 60s and 70s. 60s and 70s में political parties का बहुत बड़ा रोल प्ले किया opposition parties का कांग्रेस का opposition. Right. The roots of almost all non-Congress parties of today can be traced one or another of the opposition party of 1950. Up today also, if we have the Congress, suppose some party was against the Congress party, for example, in 1960s, 65, 70s, Belarus, basically Congress was the dominant, and who was the opposition party? BJP and other CPI, they were the opposition parties. Now see, they are the ruling parties. So BJP is the ruling party, opposition is the opposition. You can say the Congress party is sitting. All these opposition parties succeeded in gaining only token representation in the Lok Sabha and state assembly during this period. When the Congress party was dominating, जब कांग्रेस पार्टी का domination शुरू हो चुका था, opposition party was a token party. Obviously, some parties were there, they were really fighting against the Congress, but they were a token party. उनके token था कि they are the opposition, we have to give them their seat. हमें उनको उनकी सीट देनी है because opposition के बिना democracy cannot be successful. Democracy they have to have opposition party. Without opposition parties, they cannot succeed. They cannot go on a smooth path. They have to. They have to face the opposition. Right. So presence, yet their presence played a crucial role in maintaining the democratic character of the system. So basically, what was the real main character, of the opposition party? That they were playing a very dominant role as opposition party in a democratic sector. I told you, without opposition party, democracy cannot be successful. Wherever there is a democracy, opposition party has to be there. This is mandatory. As ruling party is mandated, opposition party is also mandated. वो होना ही होगा. बिना opposition के democracy successful नहीं हो सकती है. Okay. So these parties offered a sustained and often principled criticism. I told you, criticism बहुत जरूरी है. You should be, or you should also be criticized by someone. Your parents criticize you. Don't get upset of the criticism, right? Because criticism makes you perfect. If criticism is not there, then no one is saying, no one is there to oppose you. When you are being opposed, it means you are one of the best. आप अपना काम ठीक से करें, क्योंकि आपको अपोजिशन में कोई ना कोई खड़ा है, मतलब आप अच्छा काम कर रहे हो. आपको अपोजिशन में कोई नहीं, या तो आपसे डर रहे हैं, या they don't want to go against your any type because they are afraid of you. So that is in the democratic sector. This kept the ruling party under check and often changed the balance of power within the Congress. So I told you, check and balance is one of the major aspects in the democratic setup. Check and balance. When who is doing the check and balance role? Check and balance role is done by the opposition party. Check भी करती है opposition party, ruling party को balance भी करती है. So within a Congress, by keeping democratic political alternative alive, so that democratic political alternative. तब what do you mean by alternative? इसके अलावा और क्या? इसका alternative क्या है? What's the alternative of this? So if the ruling party is not doing the job well, then what is the alternative? Opposition parties is always alternative. So alternative is always alive to topple the ruling party. Again बोल रहा हूँ, opposition parties are always alive. हर वक्त जिंदा है opposition party. किसके लिए? Ruling party को बेदखल करने के लिए. To topple the ruling party. Look now, for some many criticism is there against the ruling party. But ruling party, whenever there is a such criticism, ruling party is always active, very much active to do its job. Okay, so this was the emergence of the opposition party. To continue with the opposition party, these parties also groom the leaders who were play a crucial role in the shaping our country. और इस पार्टीज के अंदर चाहे अपोजिशन पार्टी है चाहे रूलिंग पार्टी है तो उनको उनके अपोजिशन ने उनको ग्रूम किया उनको परफेक्ट पर्सनालिटी बनाया दे मेक देम परफेक्ट पर्सनालिटी whom the ruling party to opposition party to the people who were the chief who were the principal man principal person of the Congress or of the opposition party जो पार्टीज के अंदर बहुत नाम रखते थे तो उनको किसने ने ग्रूम किया और उनके अपोजिशन ने उनको ओके so in the early years in the early years there was lot of mutual respect between the leaders of the Congress and those of the opposition. But let me tell you one thing. In the 60s early years, जब कांग्रेस पार्टी शुरू हुई थी या कांग्रेस पार्टी रूल कर रही थी या कांग्रेस पार्टी रूलिंग पार्टी में गिनी जाती थी opposition parties has its own value. हर पार्टी के जो प्रिंसिपल पीपल थे राइट दे वर हैविंग देयर ओन वैल्यूज and opposition parties and ruling parties they used to respect mutual respect था इन दोनों के this was not just like today they used to abuse each other opposition party always having the abusive language let me tell you one thing for the ruling party from the ruling parties also they are ready to fight with the opposition party they don't have the mutual respect of each other and this is a really I'm telling you this is a pathetic condition. Today's political arena is in a pathetic condition in India. It happens, it could be by the Trinamool Congress, it could be by the BJP, it could be by the Congress, it could be by the CPI, it could be by the CPIM, any other and other local parties. People don't respect each other's personality. They have a jealous. They want to topple them. But no, they don't. The criticism was earlier a healthy criticism. Earlier, there were healthy criticism. Now there is no any healthy criticism. They use every no, it can trick to topple the government. Okay, the opposition. The interim government that ruled the country after the declaration of the first independence and the first general election included opposition leaders like Dr. Ambedkar, Shyama Prasad Mukherjee in the cabinet, and Jawaharlal Nehru often referred to his fondness for the Socialist Party and United Socialist leaders like Jayaprakash Narayanan to join his government. This kind of personal relationship with the respect for the political adversaries declined after the party competition grew much more intense. Got it, my point? Nehru used to invite other people of the opposition that he loved his criticism. and he invited them for the conferences, and sometimes he invited them, like B.R. Ambedkar and other people, that Shama Prasad Mukherjee and other people, that they should join the cabinet ministers rank, cabinet minister. So that he said that he needs his services for the country. Right? This was the opposition party's reputation, and ruling party always respects them. And obviously, same respect was there. They used to fight in the assembly. Obviously, that is their work. वो उनका काम होता था कि फाइट करना है अपोजिशन एक दूसरे के अगेंस्ट की यहाँ पे असेंबली के अंदर, राइट, पार्लियामेंट. But the thing was, this criticism and this fighting were very positive, healthy atmosphere hota tha. They don't consider as such enemies of each other. Now they consider enemies of each other. Now the criticism, healthy criticism is degrading. हर रोज कहीं ना कहीं कुछ ना कुछ घटनाएं होती हैं अपोजिशन के अंदर, जो कांग्रेस पार्टी या कोई रूलिंग पार्टी एक दूसरे का अगेंस्ट करती है. Now criticism is not healthy now. Okay. Thus, the space of democratic politics in our country was quite unique. The inclusive character of the national movement led by the Congress enabled it to attract the different sections, groups, and other interests, making it to broad-based social and ideological coalition. Look now, the Congress party was not having a coalition government at that time. But the coalition means over here that their idea was coalition. Ideas. वो एक दूसरे की आइडियाज को लेते थे. ये नहीं कि वो बंदा ऑपोजिशन का उससे बात नहीं करनी. They don't want to talk to each other. No, ऐसा कुछ नहीं था. They used to call them for the meeting. They used to call them for the discussion. And I told you, frankly, that the people, the ruling party people, ruling party leaders, they used to invite that those people like Shama Prasad Mukherjee and other people, that they should join the cabinet ministers rank, so that they could be also the other people could be also benefited. Now, I gave you all this ruling parties, opposition party, and all. So what your work is, you have to continue with this whatever, and by day after tomorrow, I'm sorry, tomorrow it will be my chapter will be over. My, my chapter will be over, but I will do tomorrow another party, Swatantra Party. Right? It was started 1959. C. Rajagopalachari is a very important person. Let's have one little bit detail of C. Rajagopalachari, a senior leader of Congress and literary writer, close associate of Mr. Gandhi, member of Constituent Assembly, first Indian to be Governor General of India, 1948 to 1950. First independent Governor General. गवर्नर जनरल थे वो 1948 से लेकर 1950 तक, 2 years के. मिनिस्टर ऑफ यूनियन कैबिनेट, लेटर बिकम द चीफ मिनिस्टर ऑफ मद्रास स्टेट, फर्स्ट रेसिपेंट ऑफ भारत रत्न अवार्ड, फाउंडर ऑफ स्वतंत्रता पार्टी. तो इसको पहली बार 1959 में भारत रत्न अवार्ड दिया गया. 59 से पहला जो भारत रत्न मिला था भारत में, वो सी राजगोपालाचारी, first Governor General for the 2 years from 1948 to 1950, and 1959 में this party was groomed by C. Rajagopalachari. Okay, let's back tomorrow. Till then, take care and have a nice time. Thank you. No, 7 7.